Hey there, folks, and welcome to another episode of Borderlands. When we last left off, we were doing a bunch of side quests here and there, and I believe we dealt with the Rack Hive. Now, we're getting to the much funner bits, because we got another vault key to go after this one here. This thing goes, and I consider at this point probably the better parts of the game. This is where it just gets at least a little bit better, but not like fully better, so you know. So just going around scavenging stuff real quick. If my buddy's doing something, if I recall. Oh wait, yeah, I was gonna see if the thing is available again. Nope, it's not available. So yeah, if you so happen to get that mission done, you're knocked out a chance of getting that rider gun. You know that rider gun's not that good to begin with, but I'm just gonna still say, for those that still kind of want it at the end of the day, it's not the greatest, but it was something. It was something. But back to the underpass. Here is it? Yeah, it's the underpass. Okay. We got something to turn into at the end of the day. So yeah, so back over here to probably like the 4th or 5th time now to Tannis, because yeah, gotta say, I really wish they changed the fast travel where it's just right at her base, to be honest. But I also kind of just maybe sort of understand a little bit, maybe not on that matter, but it just, I kind of wish I wish this little points were fixed where you just can get the mission received like right on hand instead of, you know, having to go all the way to Tannis for it. This is one big thing that sort of got fixed into, sort of not. It's like one way or the other on that matter. Yeah, of course, open the chest only has 25 gear at this point. Or 22. It's a 1 or 2. Yeah, so now on to getting her claptrap, because she has a claptrap at Old Haven, so you can probably guess where we're going back to. Back to Old Haven. Yeah, this is a main quest too, this is not even a side quest. You have to do this. So yeah, if you went to Old Haven that first time, well, you're just SOL, as the saying goes. Back to Old Haven you go. Which I also got something else in mind to show as well once we get to a certain point too. Because you may have heard me talk about this before when I did the first instance of Old Haven, but just to say, there is a claptrap here. We can't get the claptrap here. Yet. Which I believe it has something to do with this specific mission alone. If I recall, if you have... Until you get to... When I say get to this mission, I mean also completing this mission. Because as you can see, there's a mission there for the claptrap. He's not there. Let's just say, he's still bugged out to where he's only going to show up after you beat the mission, because they didn't dare to even try to fix this. Even though I think this was like day 1, if I recall. Then again, this was just a remaster company who probably weren't told about this to fix this. So you know, that's how it goes. Considering I seen another case where, like, there's this Tomb Raider that got remastered that was just asinine, because even as much as they remaster, it's still crap at the end of the day. Just, oh my god. The way how these remasters are handled and stuff, like, instead of just remaster game, just freaking refix the game, like remake the game, you know, like give it a different premise, give it a different, better meaning to it. Besides just, oh, just give it a little candy to it, and that's it. I mean, speaking of remasters, I am going to be happy about one specific one, and you might be seeing that one very soon after Twisted Metal here, if I'm really into the mood of doing that, which would be a very spooky one to say. Which, if you don't know what I'm referring to, is Ghostmaster, because Ghostmaster is currently getting remastered for, surprisingly, for the PlayStation 5 and the other consoles right now. It already is out for the PC on Steam, so if you want to grab that, you can. It's only like $20, which I'm hoping it's $20 over here as well. But it's coming out on like March 20th or 30th here. It's one of two numbers there. So in between that, so that's amazing. It's like, holy crap, they actually done it. They gave Ghostmaster a console port, which is a holy crap, because some might not know when it comes to Ghostmaster. Ghostmaster was going to have a console port at some point, but they canned it because of limitations and power usage and stuff, because Ghostmaster did use a lot of power. It's one of the most glorious PC games I gotta say, and the reason why I don't stick to my guns with PlayStation being the best of all consoles and crap, because when you see games like that, that tells you something. There's always a wonder to every console and every system you play at the end of it, and I love it. That's the good enjoyment to see. I know it's limited to that console. That just shows you the joy of wonders of what's good about that console at the end of it. I know nowadays though exclusives shouldn't be really much of a thing, but back then though that was the only kind of bad habit they had, really, or one of the bad habits. Besides what eventually came through since, you know, freaking Jeffrey Epstein of all things brought this idea into fruition, which is the quote-unquote not gambling but futuristic that is microtransactions these days. You'd think that it was that guy who led to that fucking ideal, and not only that, told it to Bobby Kotick of all things. Oh man, the fucker that killed Guitar Hero in the process. And top of it, just like, good lord. Just wow. So yeah, so we're back to Old Haven, which I haven't really tried to talk about much. But it's kind of just relatively the same as the saying goes. You just have these turrets here, and you shoot these turrets, deal with a bunch of these smokes around here, and then save that claptrap that is now over there. But yeah, like I said, there's a claptrap there, which I will toss a clip of that, because yeah, I will say that was the one thing we did went back to after we beaten the game, was come back to this, because I didn't want to wait till later just to show, oh, you can now get the claptrap later, when it should be at this fucking point there, guys. To be honest. Stupid. I gotta try to get my buddy here, because if there's one thing that still kind of kills us, these goddamn turrets. These turrets are just so mean. So mean and so vicious. They only do so little to them at the end of it. Yeah, just stay by cover, you should be good. It's just the bad part is, it just so happens about the random chance they just freaking nail you to the wall, basically. Yeah, try to throw your turret up there. This is a case where rolling's kind of useful a little bit. It just, there's not a lot of instances of dealing with turrets, you know. So, like, if anything I could think of deadly in terms of Borderlands 2, it's usually the badass loaders. And when I say badass loaders, I mean super badass loaders. Because, yeah, there's the badass ones and the super ones. Which I did like that. That was a different change of things when it came to Borderlands and stuff. It was pretty impressive for Borderlands 2. It was very impressive for the most part. But now on to saving the... I believe that's a white claptrap. It's like a infirmary claptrap, because she is a doctor after all. Patricia Chance is a doctor. I'm not sure. I think in terms of 3, she became a healing doctor, so yeah, I'd say that for the most part. She is also a tech-based doctor too. And such. Yeah, get all this money here, because yeah, there is a lot of money when it comes to Old Haven. But yeah, there's supposed to be a claptrap here. It's not here. So yeah. So yeah, after basically post-game, might as well toss this clip in here where we get to do the claptrap. Because yeah, don't mind the very powerful gun I got from the final boss. It's a very nice gun, I'll just say that much. I'm kind of surprised how freaking strong this is. Because look at that, just plowed the infantry like no problem. You know, the infantries and stuff are only like 28 when we hit 36, so yeah. If you want to know in-game level, it's basically around 36 or 35. If you do the side quests and whatnot, you know. Other extra access. Because I know Borderlands 2 is a lot lower about that. I think it's like 32. And then Borderlands 3, I think it basically ends whatever you sit on at the end of it. Because that game's very nice because the level is based on what you hit at the end of it. The difference is the damage modifiers of whatever applies when it comes to Borderlands 3 and stuff. That's probably like the biggest nice thing. But other than that, Though, besides the other bad things of 3, there's a lot of bad things said about 3. Go ahead and get this Quack Trap mod here, which the Quack Trap mod's just up here. Cause yeah, I didn't want to leave this out. I wanted to make sure to show this as well. And I will say this in advance, because I might as well mention this, but Scrappy does age up too, and sadly I did not have footage of that part. So, it is what it is on that part. So, which is fine. But yeah, Scrappy does age up, and you can just take him out if you really want to. Just piss off Earl at the end of the day. I don't blame you. I don't know who he's voiced by. Yeah, so basically get that repair kit, and then off to just giving it to Quack Trap and fix him up. As we go back to the same spot. Cause yeah, we had to technically like wait till post game just so. Well, I say somewhat. I think as soon as you do that mission, then you can turn around and do it. But why would I want to turn around and freaking do this cycle out of nowhere when it should have been right there? It's always been just a notorious glitch. I will say it's even in the original. That's why I'm saying the remaster company that did the remaster of this probably ain't at all fault about this. Although they should kind of be aware and listen to the, to the fans. But as the saying goes, there's only so much they're gonna listen. Also, here's my buddy's picture where he doesn't see him at all. As the saying goes. So yeah, he's supposed to be here, but he's not here for this case. So yeah, let's go ahead and just get back to dealing with that Quack Trap instead, shall we? Alright, great. Back to deal with this orange assault rifle. I want that nice explosive one I got. I think. As thing goes. Got deal with this defender here. And then you hit the switch here. Drop in the Quack Trap. And Dusty's free.
Wow, you're not dead?
Wow, you're not dead? Screw you. Anyways. So yeah, I think as soon as you turn in, if you come back and then come back in this area, the other Quack Trap should be available. If not, probably till post game then. If I'm wrong. But I think that's what I heard.
What we're doing, then things just got a lot more dangerous. For you, not for me. I'm safe and sipping a nice chamomile. They know the legend of the vault too, and it is unlikely they will simply let you walk in unopposed and cheerful. Also, I have butter cookies.
Also, that's some foreshadowing crap if I hear one. What kind of foreshadow? I'll let you think on that one. But for now, off to, I believe, the Salt Flats, something it's called, or something like that. We'll deal with Baron Flint, which Baron Flint's like one of the, probably the highest bandit, I believe. When it comes to most bandits, it's usually this guy. But yeah, we decided to just mess with these Prince of Lance guys. Like, screw it, we'll deal with them. I hate them. Hey! Demon head. But he's a big boy. Yeah, of course he's a defender. You gotta pew. Nope, almost got him. Guns keeps jolting from the target. But yeah, while recoil is the thing, recoil snap is even worse to deal with. And usually that's what snipers have, is recoil snap. Because basically you shoot, and next thing you know, it moved completely to a different spot where it should have been at. As soon as you shoot. That's the fun part. When it comes to some guns. Because yeah, you have recoil in some cases, but then you have recoil snap. So a lot of games have, and something a little bit of a hidden mechanic to say that, yeah, this gun's still not going to be perfect no matter what you do. As a result. I mean, I will say the recoil will give more recoil or less recoil will reduce that, but it still will snap. kind of like a car's oversteering, so it's like where all of a sudden when you steer it just loses itself. Yep, so now onto the new area that we have to go deal with. Because first we have to go to... Well, definitely not Old Haven, I'll tell you that much. Although, I think I realized, I think it's like next door to Old Haven. It's the funny part. So we could have technically went out the door, and I think it's off to the left, if I recall. But I could be wrong, but we'll see here. We'll just see here. Yeah, so basically we're getting to basically one of the final moments of Borderlands in some cases, because yeah, this is definitely the last vault piece we just need at the end of it. But yeah, by the way, yeah, the base is called Thor. The god of lightning. This thing goes. Yeah, it's a hammer. There's the Mjolnir. Or is it Mjolnir? I don't know. What's the real pronunciation for that? Always get confused about that one. Oh yeah, it really is. It's just on the left. Good God. So yeah, we could have got out of Old Haven and then went on to this way. Sometimes I get stupid on my navigation. Sometimes I just do. Is he stupid? Stupid. So yeah, so... And then there's also another fun part here once we get there, but oh yes, there's... there's side missions. Good God. As the thing goes. So yeah, now we gotta go back and get those side missions. Which this mission is get scavenger parts for the machine gun! Oh boy, now anyways, now to the salt flats. As the thing goes. Yeah, I was gonna add the crap out of that. I was like, no, 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 no. I am not going to delay 8 more minutes with this crap. It's like, good God. It's like, oh, you open the spot. Alright, here's the mission. Ah, crap. But you gotta go grab it, though, as the thing goes. Which I really hate that. The fact that you have to go out of your way to grab it. Sometimes. I know, like, sometimes you have to meet the character, and that's okay. That's understandable. It's just like, if you met the character, you should be just given the mission. Or just have a, you know, I think, yeah, Persona Strikers hit this pretty well, because there's actually a bulletin board of side quests you're just given, and I think that's what they should have done. It's just, instead of stupid bulletin board, there's like a menu dedicated to the bulletin board, where you just get given these side quests, and you go do these side quests at the end of it. Something similar to what Strikers did. Doesn't matter. Persona 5 Strikers, for that matter. So yeah, I would recommend having that next time. Instead of having to meet the character every time. I will say that ain't gonna always be the case though, but you know, I would like it like some of the case be that. If you're gonna do basic ones like scavenger parts here. And such. We got Baron Flint.
My men are impatient, but I shall savor this until your blood has soaked the sand and your carcass is nothing but food for rock.
Yeah, so unlike pretty good Sledge, Mr. Sledge, Baron Flint is actually attacking the sport for once. It's not like he's not a killer though, but you know, at least he's actually a sport. Or has attention at least. Instead of just do it. But yeah, so basically we need to take out these riders, but as the saying goes, you might want to get out of your buggy. Because if you don't, that buggy's gonna die really fast. Yeah, this is another case where you want to just try to lure them at the end of it if you can. And hope they come at you. Oh, okay, that this one was, but he's going around in circles on me. It's kind of weird. I just can't really do much, so we gotta have to go after him. Up we go. And then, like, all of a sudden, then he targets at some point, because watch this. We're in the circle. I think this. Now we do this outright. Oh. Ooh, almost got it. So there we go. Took out the bandit patrol. So now we got one more bandit patrol to take out, and then we should be able to go in. Which I will say, this big old base or an excavator drill, or yeah, is that drill or saw? Excavator saw or something like that. This base has two ways of going in, I will say. You could go through the front way or you go through the back way. Which I will say, in terms of preference, I would say go through the back way. You know, at some cases it feels like it wants you to go through the front way. Yeah, so go ahead and deal with that one. So now we can go ahead and go in the back.
How could I turn you away when you're so doggedly eager for death? Do come in. Enter my humble abode.
Go ahead. Oh. No, of course we just have a bad psycho just looking at us. I'm dealing with him. And he dead. So yeah, I will say, like I'm saying, guys, we're technically overloaded for this a little bit. But it's technically good for this. For this instance, it's really good we have this because there's a lot of bands to go through when it comes to this area, because they're all about this stuff. In case, and also, yeah, get ready to see a bunch of badass ones too. So a badass psycho to a badass raider, and probably some badass bruisers once we see them. Yeah, so we're basically going around the whole circle here, and then still with our band in sight we can see. Saying hello, badass bruiser. It's around the corner. Yeah, of course he's gonna drill the crap out of me. Yeah, he's strong boy. Eventually chewed through him. So there we go. Oh, and Bass Echo showed up. So, oh god. I mean, at least the good part, Bass Echoes ain't much of a problem in this one. In 2, though, they're more threatening. Because I think they got rid of the whole stun part, if I recall. So they're even more crazier in that one. Because they realize how bad the stun kind of F's up the Bandit Psycho at the end of it. And that's a dead bandit. Oh, and then we got another Bass Bruiser. Oh boy. Oop. Oh, we got Bandit Dog. Okay, there you go. I'll check around here. Oh yeah, there's a quack trap here too. I keep forgetting. Kinda said this one. You know, that's probably why in Borderlands 2 they might also die, because I wonder if fans did not like quack trap. It makes me wonder. Oh, there we go. Got a burn psycho. Hey, he dead. My bruiser chewed through, which she's gone. Nope. In the dog. Some there. But yeah, I will say, this is where the assault rifle parts are at, by the way, because you'll probably see some fights there. I'm not noticing it right now, and I'll probably deal with it much later here. But when we come back down from door, because there's an elevator that feeds us up there to the excavator, it's just in the back, because we were going through the front section technically. Yeah, here's the quack trap, which yeah, I will say, unlike the stupid one at Old Haven, we do have, this one will give you technical treasure. Treasure loosely, usually mostly dunk.
See you next time.
Yeah, it's dunk. I mean, that sniper's not bad, but it's kind of bad at the end there. Already got something better than that as of now. But yeah, so at least that crash chat does give you stuff, at least. I got a Berserker class mod here, and Rifleman class mod. All kind of meh at the end of it. Alright, so now to the back way here. Oh. Wait till we see bandits here, because I know there's some bandits here in the back. There usually is. Yeah. Oh, Bass Echo again. We meet again. Hey, that. Alright, so now we got Doug. We got Doug Boy, and he dead. We got Bass Bruiser. Which, yeah, he's got a bazooka. Like, oh crap. Gotta deal with him now. Before it gets bad. Yeah, anytime you see him with a bazooka, you really want to deal with him like immediately. Alright, so basically the back way is just off to that way, but I don't know if he's going to. Okay, so we are going in. Okay. So we'll basically go around once we come back down. Okay, I was wondering about that. If that was right or wrong.
That's my stuff.
Get this ammo stuff. Oh yeah, rocket launcher again. 1,000 damage. Pretty big. But is that the slow firing one, or is that the... Which, when I say slow fire, I mean slow projectile. Because I will say some rocket launchers are a little bit different about that. Yep, so now going up to the door. We'll deal with Baron Flint himself, which he is on the top of the place, I'll just say that much. Yeah, so say hello to Baron Flint. This is the one that started the whole Flint family. Cause yeah, eventually we'll deal with Captain Flint at some point, which is Borderlands 2. But Baron Flint was the first one, and then I think there's like Prometheus Flint or something like that. Basically the little one that later shows up in the DLC. But yeah, those are the Flints I know of. There might be more, perhaps, but they kept the joke alive. So we'll see on that someday. But for now, basically, you got a bandit throw down, basically, because you got bandits coming up the left, come to the right, and you got Baron up there just shooting with his rocket shotgun. Because if you want to know who's technically the one that uses that rocket shotgun, it's him, basically. Yeah, he uses that crappy rocket shotgun. However, for his case, usually pretty good. If you want to know what's up. Oh yeah, we also got some propane things on the side, so be careful about that throughout the fight, because yeah, there's a bunch of barrels and stuff, but yeah, if you start getting hit, just throw the transfusion grenades and hope we get some health back, because yeah, he has two new bodyguards too. He has Hans and Franz, but you also deal with them as well. Hans is a big bruiser, but Franz is basically a badass psycho. Yeah, they're both basically badass equivalents to the bruiser and the psycho at the end of the day. Go deal with Hans here, and then Franz is down now too, and now to deal with Baron Flint, which Baron Flint's all the way up there. Still. Because yeah, he'll eventually come down, but it takes a good bit, because yeah, oh no, that's just Raider. Okay, I thought that was him right there. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid that propane tank, hopefully it doesn't come off on me. Okay, so yeah, oh god, we got Bass Bruiser. Another Hans on top of it. Bunch of mooks on top of it. Got Psycho. Ooh, explosions. And yeah, his shotgun seems to have some shock element to it, because holy crap. Yeah, so beware of getting close to him. However, my buddy just went up there and took it like a champ, basically. And he's kind of falling. I hope he doesn't fall through the freaking cracks of this world. And he falls through the cracks of this world. How very unfortunate. Because, yeah, fun fact, if you knock him just right, he'll fall into this little crack here. like you're that crack, or if you punch him really hard to the side of the edge as brick, he's basically just done. This is one of the cases where you just take the boss out immediately. So yeah, just some very funny crap on that matter. So yeah, so anyways, let's go ahead and just get our reward. Alright, shall we? As that goes. And we got trip bombed. Goddamn. So yeah, we got gypped at the end of the day. So it turns out that Commander Steel has been setting up a plan against us. Or commandant, I should say.
Leave the planet now, and we won't pursue you. Do yourself a favor. Take advantage of my generosity while you still can. Any further disobedience will cost you and the citizens of this planet dearly.
And not only that, it turns out Tannis was working for her after all this time. And, oh yeah, I decided to see more about that crack.
No, this wasn't. Stand by.
Ah, crap, I did the bear foot. Because, yeah, I was wondering, like, where did he fell at? Because I couldn't see where exactly he was at. But basically, Command Steel, or Chance, just, when it is now going against us now, I'm working for Crimson Lance for the time being. Even though Crimson Lance has some true intentions for her. As saying goes. So yeah, she sided with Atlas after all this time, as it turns out. So yeah, so now we need to go find where Tannis went at the end of it. And yeah, not only that, she's trying to turn off the ecosystem.
Sanctuary is getting pounded out there. They're sending distress signals to anyone who listen. But if they shut down the echo, I'll be unable to arrange for...
But yeah, without that, we cannot communicate with other people without that.
Can you see me? With the echo network down, I can't see. We're flying blind, friend. Our window is closing. The vault...
Oh yeah, and also when you come down here now, you also deal with a bunch of Crimson Lance guys, so beware. On top of it. They're a bit stronger than they are from the Old Haven, so I think. That's the echo thing is all messed up right now. Yeah, so basically, time for the plot twist, as the thing goes. Plot twist! Okay, so now we gotta figure out where on earth Tannis went after that, and stuff. That's gonna be a fun case. So it turns out the vault key's all assembled all together at this point. Oh, there he is. And there's his gun! Which is a electric boomstick at the end of it. Which when I say boomstick, I mean just a shotgun that shoots electric rocket shells. The problem is, as you probably saw there, I think it has no accuracy, so it's not a good gun at the end of it. It's something, but it's not really crazy. As thing goes. So now to get to the next part of the mission too, which is the several scavenger parts, which just didn't take very much. So basically you have to find the parts that are based around here, if I recall. While also dealing with the Crimson Lance while at it. Because now I've caused the Crimson Lance to be all here. But yeah, I will say, when this happens too, I believe the back way is blocked, so you have to come through the front to get out at the end of it. I'll deal with a bunch of infantries and regular engineers or bad engineers, worst case scenario. I mean, if it's a regular infantry engineer, it's not a problem. It's the bad engineers we're on the watch for, and then the defenders ain't much better. So they got a big old shield, and then one just popped out of that tent there. Man, they were just waiting for this one. How'd they get along with the bandits at the end of it? Or did the bandits even knew? That's the worst part. So yeah, this funny stuff. So yeah, here's one of the assault rifle pieces right there on the container. So yeah, machine gun part. Oh, high engineers. Got badass infantry there, which I'll take those any day. The badass infantry's not a problem. If it's a badass engineer or defender, though, oh boy. We're gonna have fun with that one. So yeah, we got basically the machine gun stock. We need to get the barrel, the magazine, and the body. Which I guess is a good part when it comes to these missions. It gives you kind of an idea what makes a gun at the end there. If you know, didn't knowing, you know, gun things and stuff, as the thing goes. You have the stock, you have the barrel, and then the body, which is, you know, usually where you reload into, the magazine itself. Just the fundamentals, what makes a gun at the end there, and then the iron sight, or if you want to add scope to it. And then add additional barrel if you want it silent or extra firepower like FMJs, like full metal jackets. Although that might be a bullet though. But base silencer. Sorry, I was thinking COD way back on that one. Yeah, so the machine gun body and magazine and barrel are somewhere around here. They're mostly on top of huts, if I recall. There's a rare instance, I think one of the parts is on the ground floor here. I'm just trying to think, like, where exactly is it at? And I believe this is the last one we have to do in terms of scavengers, so thank God of that. So yeah, here's that's the magazine, okay. Big chunky magazine too. Must be LMG model. Yeah, then you got vendors right there. Oh yeah, there's one right there, because I see it. It's up there. One in the little silo here. Okay, we'll grab that. That is the body. So now all that's left is the barrel. Is that the barrel right there? Oh, okay. Yeah, if I recall, the barrel is usually the butt one. If I recall. I could be wrong here, let's see. No, it turns out the barrel's like right there. No. But yeah, usually mostly on huts and stuff, because yeah, I do recall having a fun time doing with this way back. And such. Cause yeah, I used to play this game with my uncle way back too. Nowadays, play it with my bud. And such. Yeah, it's time flied. Cause yeah, I used to play it in the OG days of Borderlands 1 and stuff. Then the jump. Which when I say OG days, I mean it's like a year in when the General Knox came in and stuff. But back then was just regular Borderlands up first, and then the General Knox and stuff. Which yeah, that if I recall, I think the level cap was only like 50, and then General Knox happened, which bumped it to 69. Which when I say bumped to 69, I mean it was like technically, I think it was like 59, and then they added additional 10 at the Claptrap one. If I recall. And that. Yeah, so there's the machine parts, which yeah, as you can see, the back is blocked off, so you have to go through the front way in order to get that here, so to say. Yeah. This thing goes. Yeah, so now we gotta basically just go chase out the Tannis at this point. And try to. Oh yeah! I will say, while the back is blocked off, you could just do this too. You can just hop on things and just get around it. Who says I need to do this? Because yeah, it kind of sucks that in that case there's no vehicle depot in the front, so you have to go from the front to go to the back, or you could just parkour and say, screw you! But crap. Yeah, so now off to go deal with... Should we go deal with Tannis or machine gun? I know, I only got a minute left of this at this point, so... Yeah, because I think what I did is, like, you know, machine gun's nice, but I'm just gonna turn that in at the end, right? Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that, and then the next part, we'll be dealing with the rest of the story when it comes to Borderlands, which is part 1 and part 2, because I got 2 parts left when it comes to Borderlands 1. So, in that case, Let's go see our reward, shall we? What we get for doing this, which I'm probably just gonna say, probably not that good. So that basically wraps that for this part. I hope you guys all enjoyed what you watched here. So until then, I'll see you guys all next time. You guys take care and ciao. In that case, for the next last two parts of Borderlands. So until then, people, see you guys next time.